it working? Have I broken shit since I last did this? Chat? Chat? Okay, now it seems good. So I can... Yeah, no, this game's just old enough that you can't do shit like that. Lame! Although I'm sure Borderless will run better. Oh. Alright, chat. Forgot I need to... Alright. No, do not do that. Alright, chat. So, moderation helps everyone feel safe. I know! I don't need moderation. So, I've been gone, like, little bit, like, week and some odd. Reason being, my organs decided to, do a kerfuckle again. Thankfully, I'm no longer at risk of death. That problem resolved itself. The last visit. So, I'm no longer in danger, chat. I have another follow-up visit that I'll need to do, but that should only be a day. And then hopefully that's the last thing I need to do pertaining to a hospital for multiple years. Hopefully. Hopefully. However, there's no guarantee on that. But generally, we should be mostly out of the woods. At this point, they've kind of just got me on antibiotics, and Fent. And, to clarify, YouTube, this is a joke. They do not actually have me on street-grade Fent. They did while I was in the hospital, though. No, they had me on morphine, and Dilaudid, and Oxycontin, and Fent for a small amount of time. But yeah, so basically, the problem organ is going to get ripped out. Hopefully within a month. And I've got a checkup on the 9th. And then from there, all should be well. Until another organ explodes. Place your bets, chat. What organ am I losing? God, I forgot how sluggish this game felt. Yoink. Fucking hell, that's loud. Give me the fire extinguisher. Where we're going, I need this. Open the door. Well. Unfortunate. The floor is wet. Look at how slippy it is. Someone could get hurt. Oh. Okay, there we are. But yeah, no, so I was at the hospital, chat, and, for those who didn't hear, they injected me with actual interrogation-level drugs. That's cute. The webcam. The pickles are pickles. The floor is wet. The existential nightmares within this game are horrific. Also, welcome. Welcome, Tall Matt. This is a game about existential horrors beyond comprehension. And you can tell that, because the game originally takes place in 2014. To which you then get your brain scanned, and then it's 100 years later and the world has basically ended. Except for you, who's in Athos 2, an oil rig deep in the ocean. The pickles are Fent! Yeah, no, that's what they did to me at the fucking hospital. But yeah, no, so I originally had a blood clot, but that is gone now.
We're here! Okay, great. Time to hijack ourselves a submarine.
Woman is speaking, listen.
There will be nothing stopping us when we have done that.
You guys sure have a lot of machines and vehicles down here. What makes this one so special?
It's the only transport that can go into the abyss without cracking like a can of soup.
If this is one of a kind, then how did they get the Ark down the abyss in the first place?
That's a good question. I suppose they did it the hard way and just walked.
Oh boy.
I didn't realize that was an option. Kath, what's it like inside the Ark? Is it like a movie or virtual reality?
No, of course not. It's, like real life, but slightly better. Pleasant temperature, clean air, good weather.
So people in the Ark
Puppet's
just
making
walk
cake,
around
let's go.
pretending it's the real
We got
world?
cake.
You don't have to pretend, it's perfectly immersive.
And it can just sustain itself.
Yes, attached to a probe fueled by solar panels, it could survive for thousands of years.
That's amazing. Just
Well,
thinking
until
about the Earth
any
being what it is,
single
and
component starts
us
breaking.
setting out to save the final remains of humanity, it's
Heroic.
at least it feels worth doing.
Here we go. The Dunbat. Ah, damn it. I knew it was too good to be true.
What's wrong?
It's quarantined. Hold on.
Ah, the WAN got to it.
We need a security cipher.
How bad is it?
It's we don't write these things down type of bad.
Maybe someone's still around who can tell us what it is.
Sure, let's go with that. I'll just unlock the other doors for you so you can explore the station. We need to find someone who knows the cipher.
Oh, I'm leaving you here. Okay. Generally, it would be better to probably take her with me, given that it's the multi-tool. What if there's a door that needs deciphering? Either way. Yeah, so, went there for extreme pain. They put me on morphine. It was barely enough. It eased the pain, though. Then they bumped me up to Dilaudid, which is like turbo morphine. It's 2 to 10 times stronger. Hello? Guess that door? Oh, that door. Well, yeah, but you work around pens and stuff, versus me, who was, potentially having an organ explode. So there. So yeah. But yeah, then they dosed me with a shit ton of antibiotics and stuff like that.
This place looks deserted. So far.
Leave that. Might need it later.
The best option for some harm.
Yeah, so here's a question. Since I know you personally, you are a person of, mass. You are a substantial individual, as your name implies. You are quite tall. How much did it do to you? Oh wait, you got an actual tattoo as well? Sick.
Where the hell did they all go?
If Theta is out of the picture, where would you go?
Probably Lambda over Omicron?
Well, we've seen Lambda already. So maybe Omicron.
The trash is empty. But yeah, so did Dilaudid do anything for you? Did it make you, like, lightheaded at all? Because for me, it didn't do shit. All it did was kill the pain. I was, like, perfectly clear. Well, except the first time.
Maybe they all helped out with the Ark.
That seems excessive, but...
I'll check that area later. But yeah, so they dosed me with it. It felt like equivalent to 2 drinks. Like, it was nothing. Oh, that's fair. Okay, so you had a lot of stuff going on.
When I started the Arc project and pretty much lived in Slam.
Cozy.
But, yeah, so they dosed me with it, and by the end of the day, because they were giving it to me every 4 hours by injection, and it's like, by the end of the fucking day, I was already starting to, like, immunize to the point where I was, like, sober. But yeah, it was, by the end of the day, I was already sober. With repeat dosings, again. Interesting. A chip, okay. Gone, chair. What is this? Madame Deuce! Double shoot. So yeah, they were dosing me with Dilaudid for almost a week. Unable to connect manifest, okay, cool. Noted. So I can't connect that there. Oh, that connects there.
Need to fix that mainframe connection.
But alright, they dosed me with it, and it didn't do shit. And they also dosed me with a bunch of other things, and nothing really worked. They gave me, like, penicillin.
This is where I would store the Arc
What?
scans.
So you saved the whole staff digitally on these chips?
Then what's the plan?
Serious knee injury that sent her to the ER in the past week. Yeah. I think, like, the people are just becoming more resilient to these things. Jesus. I think I was probably in the same boat at that point. I don't know how much they were giving me relative, but, like, it's enough that, ooh.
Damaged.
This is someone's cognitive function. This is someone's literal brain that's fried.
Broken.
But yeah, chat, this is what the drugs were supposed to do to my brain.
Bust.
Ooh, that's intact.
An intact memory chip. If we're lucky, we might be able to extract the cipher from it.
It's a memory chip. This is a fucking person. Or at least part of someone. Okay, so it's just genetic in their case. Okay, still need to redo that, fine. At least everything there is set. But yeah, so turbo-resistant to antibiotics and shit. So they gave me penicillin and, like, 3 other relatives to it that are, like, super strong. And even then it still took, like, a whole week for the stuff to actually, like, fix itself. We vibe with that. We vibe with singular brain cell activity. Yeah, also again, all of these are scans of people's brains, or at very least parts of their brain scans. So, every person who was saved in this room that didn't get out of that room is just dead. This game has some wonderful existential horror to it. Again, you get a brain scan in 2014, and then,
This is where I did my scan. And all the others, I suppose.
You don't remember?
My scan was the first. Had to test the scanner before I could start making promises.
And because this version of you is from the scan, she has no memory if the rest made it.
Strasky, come in. I need help in the lab, the scan room.
What happened?
Conrad killed himself after the scan.
Jesus, how?
Laser tool? What should I do?
I'm gonna need to tell Strohmeyer.
No, please! I'm so close. Strohmeyer's gonna shut down the ARC project. It's not my fault people keep killing themselves.
Catherine, what are you gonna do? It's not like you can sneak a 300-pound body out of the lab.
I know.
Catherine, are you okay?
Not even close.
Alright, yeah, so backstory there. Bunch of people keep killing themselves after the scans because the whole gimmick is continuance. You get scanned and then instantly you wake up in the ARC. The problem is people don't want to be alive in these bases because they think the base is just dying. There's nothing they can really do. So, yep, still not connected either. So, she wants to just scan people to try and leave some vestige of Earth and humanity out in the stars. But a lot of people here want to continue living. So, you scan the person's brain, you beam the data to the drone beams its data back, it's, one-to-one remote control the drone. And they're great for doing whatever out on the sea floor.
I see.
Also, that's the...
Check the terminal. I just want to make sure.
Also, the whole base is fucked by some viral AI pathogen type thing called the WAN, which mutated and is why everything's gone tits up. Erase data? I don't think I will. Jeanette.
Kath, what is this? Why do you have a file of me?
You are one of Dr. Bunchy's templates. A legacy scanner.
Simon Jarrett. Compressed neurological time, 5 milliseconds. Yeah, 2015. He's a Canadian. We scan. So, post-scan, so this is the first.
Okay, that's it. Wow, that was fun. That's a relief. Still figuring this out, so...
This is freaky. So many lights. What do we do now?
Paul and I are going to run tests for a week or so, and then we'll work out a roadmap to your recovery.
Well, I feel excited. Can't wait to get back to the living.
So yeah, 2015, did a brain scan thingy, which was supposed to map my whole brain so they can figure out the best type of procedure to help me. You can only give therapy once if it fucks someone up, but you can give a copy, a million different types of therapies and find which one works.
We've worked everything out. Everything is legal. Vouched for by Dr. Peak and Professor Way.
Oh, that's great news.
No big change in medication. You'll be taking an aspirin every morning, but that's about it. Paul worked out a diet with some variations you should try out. You can continue doing physical therapy. Also, there's some extra cardio training every other day.
Okay, getting complicated.
Don't worry, it's really not. We're gonna keep an eye on you every week, so we'll be able to adjust the plan if needed. The model was sound. It should have worked.
It's not your fault, David.
I really wish things had turned out differently.
Yeah, me too.
I was supposed to save you.
Hey, you got my brain on file. Maybe you can put it to some use.
Yeah, who knows? You'd be okay with that? Using it for my research?
Sure. It's like a part of me lives on or something. Like a donated organ. You know what sucks about dying?
What?
The crash. Everything up till now. Brain damage. You guys, everything. Has made my life so much more real. I started thinking about all the things I was going to do. I'd never been more excited to be alive. All that hope. Wasted.
Man, it's a little weird how real this game is after I went to the fucking hospital. This game's a little too fucking...
Legacy scan.
They're historic templates for AI construction. Any self-respecting engineer wouldn't use legacies anymore, but they're great for learning. They come with every development kit.
So, my brain scan turned into a template for artificial intelligence.
You should be proud.
So much for that mystery. No magic or time travel needed. I was here all along. Waiting for someone to shove a picture of my brain into a suit and hit the power button.
Yep. But no, yeah, this game is like weirdly poignant because it's literally just like, yeah, bro had medical incident. That's how the game started, which was right after I got out of the fucking hospital myself. And then now, as I get back from my second visit to the hospital, with death seemingly evaded, I kind of just like, yeah, this is very fucking real, where it's just like, yeah, you kinda do just, kind of is just like, yeah, there's a bunch of like, I need to do this, and that, and this, and that. But then it's just like, it's, yeah. But he scanned himself way near the end. Interesting. Interesting. Slightly longer scan for him. So... I'm guessing I should probably use one of these as a reference card. But there's no there's no place to yoink a copy. Well, actually, I need a chip to upload it to. But yeah, no, they basically kept me in the hospital for a week until I was actually able to eat on my own. And then they kept dosing me with stuff. I cannot express how agonizing eating was, though. Like, every time I ate even the smallest thing, it felt like my intestines were trying to, like, rupture themselves. It was... unpleasant. So we're just going to take this chip from someone's consciousness, and we're just going to override it, because I got shit to do. To quote Dick Kickham. I got shit to do. Captured 2015. Captured 2015. And just delete my own save, I guess. Legacy ones aren't that useful, they said. Plus, it's not like I'm not the basis. I don't know what I'm supposed
He's
to
dead,
do.
Cap. The real Simon is dead. And I'm a replica of that scan Munchie did, thinking he's Simon.
What did you expect?
I don't know. I don't know what I was hoping for. An explanation? Maybe an apology?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not from you. Well, thanks, I guess. I deleted the file, so hopefully I'll be the last Simon to suffer through this place.
Ready to move on?
Yeah. Let's go.
Admittedly, deleting that file seems like a bad idea, because if something goes wrong now, there's no other version of me to be uploaded, and I'm the one who's getting shit done. Not like there's not other people who couldn't be uploaded, but like, you know. Anyways, what do we got here? Okay, and? What? Civilization.
The last report filed by the staff mentioned struggling with something called proxy. The proxy we killed was blind, just like Akers, but it listens. Careful, we spotted 2 more by the infirmary.
What do they look like?
Not sure. It seems to be human enough to pass for a crew member at a distance. Tall, dark, and ultimately faceless seems to be what they look out for.
Keep my eyes open.
So we're gonna be doing some stealth, chat. But yeah, so onto the interrogation drugs. It was potassium chloride that they injected me with, which to the uninitiated, potassium chloride has a few different uses throughout various
The legacy
industries.
scan of me that was on the computer. What did you use it for?
It's a template that has an intelligence pathwork already etched into the base. So, if I wanted to build an AI, I wouldn't have to reinvent the whole model. I would be able to focus on the things that the AI is to be used for.
Is every AI self-aware? Do they also think they're Simon?
What? No, Simon, don't worry. It's not like we just put people into robots or machinery and let them run free. That'd be really cruel. It doesn't work like that. Or at least it didn't used to work like that. Truly sentient machines thinking they are people is definitely new.
But you kept them sentient for the Ark.
Yes, and I basically had to invent the method.
Okay. And? Real fake lockers, chat. Real fake lockers. But yeah, so, potassium chloride, for the uninitiated, is what they use for the death penalty on lethal injection.
So, you're not worried that there are other Simons or Catherines running around out there?
Now I am. Gee, Simon, some thoughts are better left alone.
It's used for the game over injection. Or at least it used to be. I think they swapped it out at some point recently, or discontinued it as a whole, I forget. It depends on where you are in the world, obviously. America is like one of the last places to do lethal injection, to my understanding. But first they gave you
I
midazolam.
wonder what the real Simon would have thought if he knew about me.
What do you mean?
Very yappy today, aren't we, game?
No, I mean the real Simon. The human Simon.
Going by your reactions, I'd say he'd be pretty upset.
But yeah, so... This flashlight's so shit. Eggs are all over the kitchen. What have you done, puppet? What have you done? Stairs. Oh, only down. Well, never mind. But yeah, so it's what they use for lethal injection. Or used to, at least. It basically, in large doses, induces cardiac arrest. Obviously, they didn't give me enough to do that. However, they did give me enough to do its other use in modern history. Interrogation. When injected into the veins in large enough doses, which is not very large doses, by the way, chat, it produces a sensation comparable to that of fire in your veins. Which, let me tell ya, not fucking pleasant. In fact, the exact fucking opposite of pleasant. Genuinely one of the most painful experiences I've had, probably only beaten by the prior description of eating. Because that was arguably worse. Muster tool safety. Oh, I see. It's a suicide circuit. But yeah, no. Not fucking pleasant. So I had to deal with that for about a day. Eventually they did give me painkillers for it and lowered my dose to not interrogation levels. But, I was truly in agony at that hospital for varying reasons. And I don't hold it against any of the staff except for a single nurse.
Hey, that's Myra.
You want me to bring something? A souvenir?
No, it's just memories.
Catherine, literally everyone on the Ark is just memories. Memento mori. AI temple. Simulate turbulence makes the weather system so much better. Implemented Reed didn't go well. New try with Reed. Reed didn't play nicely with the others. He is too real. Yeah, the nurse was pretty bad. I think the problem was that there was also, like, a linguistic barrier. Because where I am, she was speaking the native tongue, but I don't speak that specific variant of the native tongue. So I had to kind of just deal with that. Obviously, I'm still alive, but that shit sucked. Then after that, they kind of just had me on antibiotics and blood thinners and shit like that for a while, which was fine. What sucks now is that now that I'm home, I still have to administer the blood thinners to myself, but they're injectables. So I have to be stabbing my own abdomen with them. Then obviously they gave me a briefing and, like, taught me how to do it. But it's still relatively unpleasant. It's not like it hurts, though. It's hypodermic needles. The things are so fucking sharp you can barely feel them. It's kind of weird. But no, yeah. So I have a lot of inspiration to work with on varying audios from my past month of experience, generally speaking. I need to figure out some way of drinking that doesn't break my model. Retesting the machine today was clearly corrupted by the WAN, but more importantly, it was assembled in seemingly primitive way, like someone had specifically created it for the WAN to steal. When activated with the machine, mimicked the room and read along with it. At some point, she was scanned and would load the simulation inside of a digital space. Presentation shocked read and was quickly terminated. It scares me how much it reminds me of my AR capsule. After dissecting the Diverism machine that Reed activated, it's clear that the WAN copied my capsule project to construct the seam to hold Reed's simulation. It's actually very similar to its construction, except for one point where the capsule houses flat people constructed from model neural graphs. The Vivium's brain scan lives on. It's not limited by content from the origination of the scan. Reed emerged. The Reed inside the Vivium scan was a perfect copy. I have it. I can save humanity. I can build an artificial reality capsule that can hold every living member of Pathos 2. I can't figure out how it worked with Vivrium, but I can replicate the WAN's scanning techniques using the pilot seats. They're already prepared with the type of electromagnetic drums needed. Okay, so was this before or after the WAM or the WoW went completely AWOL? It was easier than I thought. The pilot seats are already set to allow diffraction and high energy needed to capture the scan. I suspect WAN has been using the seats to steal scans from us for a while. I guess that explains the mockingbirds. WoW must have stolen scans from people using the pilot seats and used it as the basis for intelligence in the mechanisms. Oh. The machines that are out trying to kill me are horrifying monstrosities with more than one consciousness jammed into them. I see. That's truly one of the most horrifying tortures I can imagine. I covered the prison system in Cyberpunk, but Jesus Christ, that's bad. You know, in Cyberpunk, you're exposed to no stimuli. But, this is closer to the fucking Johnny Silverhand thing, where he's uploaded to your brain. Except instead of kind of having that unknown point of, oh, I'm slowly becoming more Johnny Silverhand and less V, there's no slow fade. It's just, here's me with 50 other people. God, this game truly is an existential nightmare. I love it. With a surprisingly positive reaction from the team, we have now officially started the ARC project. We are to scan all the people we can find and load them into the capsule. Then we will launch it into space using a space gun. It's nice to think something will live on like that. Mark Sarang killed himself after the scan. He's been struggling or suggesting everyone should kill themselves, as it would somehow allow them to actually get on the Ark. I'm not sure how that would work. It did trigger a lot of argument amongst staff, and apparently it's my fault somehow. Not happy with me, I hope it calms down. So yeah, the fun existential thing, the most existential thing here, and the main thesis of the Ark, is, people off themselves to get into the Ark because they think it's got continuance and all that. The problem with that theory is I got scanned in 2015, and now I'm here, instantly. That's continuance. There was no pause, no break, nothing. Just close my eyes, open a different set. It's like the fucking Mulder twins from Invincible. It's you close your eyes and then you open a different set that isn't yours. Well, it is yours now. But it's wrong.
Your teddy bear could use some repairs.
Toby always breaks. He's top heavy, so he keeps falling over.
You shouldn't be in a locker. There. Well, now he looks sad. There, it's a bit better. But yeah. So, the problem is, in theory, no matter what happens, these scans are basically a coin flip. The version of me that survived back in 2015, to him the scan lasted less than a second. It was some bright lights and then it was over. But to this version of me that's here, it was some bright lights and then I was here. Dear friends, when you read this, I will have entered the Ark. As I've explained, this is accomplished by ceasing to live as your scan is being completed. Do not frighten Catherine. I will do this in secret by folding cyanide salts into chewing gum and replacing it in my mouth before seeing her. When I hear her announce completion, I will bite down, quickly causing my own demise. When you discover the truth behind my death, know there is no tragedy you mourn, for I am victorious. I advise you all to do the same, to join me in the Ark. See, the problem with that idea, Sarang, is there's a lot of angles to consider about continuance. You can take the one angle in that there is no soul, just a constant stream of consciousness. And generally speaking, that seems to hold the most accurate to how this game is depicting it. There was the version of me that got scanned. I'll read that later. There's the version of me that got scanned who saw nothing in 2015. Just got a scan and then kept going on. To him, life goes on no matter what happens. You know, until he eventually dies because brain damage from the car crash. But then, there's the me who's alive now. Alive, quote unquote, the upload.
you know that the human body consists of up to 75 trillion individual cells?
Yes.
They typically don't stay with us till we die. Some live a few days, while others live a few years. We're not affected by their short lifespans, as they're replaced by new cells which help sustain our bodies. I don't think anyone would argue that we ever lose our persona due to this process. Yet we are clearly in a constant state of transformation. Then how do we remain the same? A continuous
Chip of Theseus.
flow of thought and perception keeps an unbroken chain of continuity that we know as our self. Our conscious mind is not the pattern of our brain, but a continuous emergent entity based on that pattern. When Dr. Chun populates the Ark, she is capturing a moment of our existence and placing it inside the digital world. Soon you and your digital you will grow apart due to diverging experiences, but for a tiny window, you are the very same. With unbroken continuity, it will live on. A fulfilling life, no doubt, no less real than the one from which it was plucked. Now remember, you are not your body. You are the emergent entity. That entity just happens to occupy two places at once for a while.
Yeah, until one of them dies.
You would simply be the only one you can be. The you inside the Ark. Let your body die and continue on in the digital paradise among the stars.
Except the problem with that, buddy, that I am a perfect demonstration of by being here. It doesn't matter whether I died or not in 2015. I'm here now. The version of me who was alive in 2015 lived like a few extra months. Interesting. Oh no. This is the WAN's early development. Oh, that's the door that I turned off. That's the person from... Yep. That's a person. And then they found something near Lambda. And then here in Theta, they found those life pods. And now, somewhere near Phi. Oh, that's even breaking the camera. This is a Polaroid. Wait, how is that breaking the camera? Weird. It's an interesting thesis, though. The idea of continuance, but it doesn't quite hold water. Unless you believe in a soul or, you know, the conscious entity that he describes. If you believe in that, then you can, in theory, follow it. You know, the soul, so to speak, follows what remains. But the issue in that thought is you can't really confirm, not properly. Because if there is, you know, if there is a soul, then who's to say it actually moves after the scan once you die? Just because you die, does that necessitate the soul moving? And if that's the case, how long is the soul willing to wait? Because I was dead in 2015. And I've been dead for quite some time. And then I wake up here, 100 years later. You're dying away. I'm all in. I put my faith in Shrang and the continuation, or the continuity. Yikes. But yeah, as it stands, with what info we have, just from me specifically, you know, waking up in 2100, is, the continuance doesn't really matter. Like, no matter what, I was gonna wake up eventually. The fact that I died back then just means that my soul, or entity, continued on. Again, reality is purely based off of cognition, as I've said a few times. Perception is reality, nothing more. Or reality is perception, nothing more. So as far as it goes, whatever you experience is reality. Yikes. Yeah. So, unfortunately, Jurang's theory is one that I personally denounce and think is not entirely effective, or truthful even. Because I have the personal, if one has a warp in their perception of reality, then the main thing that means is simply just that, again, there are holes in perception. Reality is one's reality, specifically, not true reality, but one's perception of reality is defined by their perception. So, if someone has some type of, you know, disorder that prevents them from perceiving reality accurately, then that's the bias that their reality has, plain and simple. That's why people argue about, is color perceived the same between all people? Question about the self, who really are you? What does it mean to be human? Does your body or your surroundings confine or define you? All very difficult ideas to approach without having your questions inundated by practical and mystified by the spirituality minded. In this book, of philosophy, University of Paraguay guides you through the history of great thinkers and what they say about identity. But yeah, so the version of you that's in the Ark, no matter what happens, that one always perceives itself as being the one that's alive. And again, me when I woke up, 100 years later. As far as I was concerned, I'm the real one. I was the real one. Hell, my character still thinks he is the real one to a degree. He kind of refuses to accept it. Company is very pleased to hear your success in making it into the WAN station-wide presence. We trust you appreciate the unique opportunity this is, and that you do everything in your power to fully explore and understand this mystery. To do so, you need to ensure that Dr. Fiona Ross is able to steer and study the WAN from Alpha without outside interference. In case of emergency, you may direct Julia Dalla from Omicron to forcefully eliminate any opposition, but please make an effort to avoid extreme action. The WAN is an important, costly affair. We hope to follow steady development without setbacks. Oh. 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 He spread the WAN as a virus. It was his job to infect the entire fucking site with it. But why? From who? Omicron is defense, which means that he has the right to request Omicron actually kill people in his defense. So they needed to keep it away from Alpha. But it eventually made it there anyways, if I'm correct. Omicron, Delta, Lambda... Come on. Oh, wait, is Alpha the one on the surface? Interesting. But yeah, no. Transference, very interesting ideas. This game is... The philosophy of this game is deeply disturbing the more you delve into it. But generally, a lot of my view on it is,
You have a lot of toys.
You don't have to search my room. We'll get by.
oh yeah, but Memento. Something to, you know, actually attach to the thing. Oh well. Okay, what do we got for smashing with? Too light. Now that's a smashing tool. Well, damn. But you know, like, as far as we can tell, reality is purely just based on our perception of it. Like, the plain and simple is, chat, we can discuss whether I was actually even in pain in the hospital. There were chemicals in my veins that made me feel like I was in pain, but at the same time there were also, you know, chemicals going in my veins at the same time that made me not feel pain. And it's like, yes, because of the potassium that was injected into me, I was in pain. But was that pain actually real? Although I think for how potassium operates specifically, it was, because it literally irritates the inside of the veins. Which means that it was, like, actually slightly damaging my cell tissue. Not in any meaningful way, though. Not a doctor, just from what I understood. The fuck am I doing here still? Man, my name's Deuce! My name's Deuce. Yeah, you know what, fuck it. Give me the goop.
What the hell are you doing?
I know it looks bad, but it makes me feel a lot better. Helps me focus.
I mean, that's the wow you're hooking up to.
I need it, okay? I wouldn't have made it this far without it.
Let's just keep going.
Even she acknowledges that it's kind of fucked. I'm kind of surprised she hasn't noticed that I do that in other instances, because I'm pretty sure she's at least seen me do it once by, like, actively fucking, attaching to at least one other instance of the stuff. My name's Deuce. Okay, so that's what I stole from there, so then... Can I take both of these? Yes. Yes! Wait, excuse me? The cable in the computer just goes straight back into the computer, or... Oh, it goes from the computer to the screen, and then the... Okay, well, whatever. Well, that's not followable. Yo, my name's Deuce. Hello, friend. Man, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Man, get fucked. We delete his ass. I don't believe in copying. I denounce technology. I only believe in the original variant of things now. I think that any picture is a copy and therefore doesn't deserve to exist. My name's Deez. I choose the Luddite lifestyle. Fuck technology. Okay, so there's no known bottom to that. Man, where the fuck am I supposed to go? Yo! Man, I feel you, teddy bear.
You should move on.
Look, girl, I'm trying to go. Just don't know where. Nope, we already read that. God, I may be stupid. My name's Dace. I got no clue where the fuck to go. The stairs are fake. We are real fake stairs. You know what we don't got? Fake real stairs. Yeah, that's really fucking deep. I didn't hear a bottom to that, chat. It says connection failed, and then it tells me to reboot the sub thingy, but it doesn't tell me where to reboot the sub thingy from. Please reset router in the sub-levels vault. Or contact maintenance. Okay, well the sub-level vault is... It connects, but it doesn't work, chat. I can't put the thingy there. Do we just keep this instead? I mean, I guess... Let's go back to the original thing and see if either of these two chips is good enough. My name Pietre.
The laboratory terminals have lost contact with the main. Need to reset the router downstairs.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
I'll get downstairs.
The terminals in my laboratory have lost connection to the mainframe. Head downstairs and reset the router.
Oh. Site status. Subcoat intact. Armor. Relatively intact. Life support. 1. Uh-oh. Air. Clean enough. Pressure. I think that's a little high, but you know, whatever. That's a concerning amount of deceased. And missing. Yeah, so that... But how get down? I understand, I need to bust it down, but how do? Guess I still need to check the other door. Yeah, we did it, we got down. This looks relatively one way. Look, chat. A friend. Looks enough like a human from a distance, my ass. Look at him! Looks like a fucking husk from Ultra Kill. I think I bumped into something and it heard me there for a second. Chat, did I say I love stealth games? Because I do. But I don't think he likes me. He's following me, and I don't think he much likes me. Unable to connect to mind frame. Please please reset. Uh-huh. Dad, I don't think he likes me. I think I'm a little too loud for his taste. Oh, you're still, like, technically alive. Oh, that's... I feel very, very bad for them. I'm going to assume it knows the way out of this labyrinth a lot better than me, so I'm gonna need something to throw to lose it. Bruh. Why did he go the long way? I threw the thing and I thought he would take the short route to get back to me, but he took the long route. I was supposed to take the long route. He is not my friend. He does not like me, he is not my friend, and I am not his friend anymore. Well, that's a dead end. Hello. Oh god, you're alive. Oh god. Yeah, sure, Puppet, you can befriend him. I'm sure he will be as good of a friend as Iru, if not even better. Also, chat, I apologize if you can't see shit. Don't worry, I can't either. Oh, come on! Okay, well, at least he left me where he injured me, so... Come catch me now, bitch! Keep walking. Come on, buddy. Keep moving. Attaboy. I have nothing else to throw, so... Yeah, if he's screaming, I don't like that. Okay, well now he's quite far. Although this is a dead end, so... Okay, I think I've lost him well enough. I think he's like halfway across the place. Man, my name Deuce. Man, my name Deuce. Get fucked. Okay, well, I don't think there's any juice anywhere else for me to be sipping on, so I guess you gotta deal with this heavy chromatic aberration, chat. I think that was a full reboot. Yep. I think I rebooted the system.
This better have worked. I'm not going down there again.
Knew it was a good idea to leave at least some of the juice.
We should try running a simulation from the chip you found. Someone must know the cipher.
Well, there's only one person to scan.
Run
That
a
we scan.
simulation from the chip you found.
Aye aye, Capitan. I like crawling through windows in my free time. Alright, yeah, I got like another 45 minutes before I need to do shit. What the fuck am I doing? No, I don't need to go here. I need to go here. Interesting. Ah. Agreeable interior test. Excellent. Data reconstructed by one. Do not use. Oh, that's horrifying. There is a version of the test environment that you can put people into that is literally just a tank filled with water. You can just trap someone in a tank to die, to drown, as the simulation. Oh, I shouldn't have deleted the scans, because I could have put myself in a truly horrific test environment. And now that the chip has been loaded with stuff, shouldn't have deleted my stuff. I could have trapped myself in an interrogation room. Don't tell me what to do, my name Daze! Schedule. Schedule, okay.
There should be a list of people. See if there's anyone who could know a security cipher.
Well, we could just upload everyone. That'd be the funny thing to do. Also, surprised how many people are intact here. Well, Shrang was supposed to be working on stuff in private. Just run them all.
No, won't work. We need someone from Theta Security Group.
Got it. Anyone but Theta Security Group. Does it actually say where they worked? No, not really. Okay, well, whatever. We just run them all.
That one won't work either. Look for security people like Kronstadt or Strohmeyer.
Don't tell me. The exact answer to the puzzle. I'm listening to the extra dialogue.
No, I don't think so. Strohmeyer recruited people from the evacuated sites. They should also know the cipher, if you can find one of them.
Helped cut the wave leak. Very funny. Helped not deliver it. We look alike. Twinsies.
Okay, try actually reading the info and then pick one.
No! Another fucking continuancy suicide. Strohmeyer locked me out of the lab again. Delta refugee. Construct regular. He's working for Strohmeyer now. No. Killed herself because of continuancy. Strohmeyer is really mad. Titan security on the ARC project is on hold. Silence, Catherine. Let me do the funny. I like you experiencing pain because you are technically a robot. What if I do someone again? Does that just...
You tried that one already.
Yep, okay, fine. That's enough dialogue options, fine.
Very promising. I'll just load him up and get the simulator going. There we are.
What are we doing exactly?
We're gonna have a talk with Mr. Wan. Use the computer to activate the simulation.
Environment, none. That seems like a dangerous idea to run with no environment. I like it.
That wasn't so bad. Stromae really got me worked up, bastard. What? What happened? Where did everyone go?
Take it easy, Mr. Wong.
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's nothing here.
There's no need to worry.
No, that's a lie. You're lying.
Mr. Wan, I need you to stay calm.
No. Well, why are you doing this to me? I trusted you, Chun. I trusted you!
Did we just bring that guy to life? I mean, he's a perfect scan, meant for the Ark. He's the real deal.
Yeah.
And we turned him off. Took it all away again.
I really thought that
Yeah.
would work. Maybe we can try again.
So here's the fun thing, chat. I'm literally simulating people for the express purpose of them to experience nothing.
That wasn't so bad. Stromae really got me worked up, bastard. What?
Is it the
What
same
happened?
each time?
Where did everyone go?
Mr. Wan,
Chun? What happened? I can't see anything. There's nothing here.
don't worry, Mr. Wan. It will all get better.
No, that's a lie.
Alright, well,
Wait! Simon, you just reset the simulation.
yes. Well, the ski lodge was discontinued, so let's see why.
That wasn't so bad. Stromae really got me worked up, bastard. What? What is this? Where am I?
Relax, Mr. Wan. Just keep calm.
Dr. Chun? What the hell is this place?
I need your help. I have to get the new security cipher.
Why are you doing this? Is this some trick? I'm not giving you anything.
It's not for me. I'm trying to save the Ark.
No, you're lying. This is all a lie. Look at this place. It's a fucking joke. Get me out of here, Chun, or I'll punch your teeth in!
Do we need to turn it off? Can we just keep him alive until we've got the cipher?
The longer he's exposed to the computer model, the more he'll get hung up on it.
So, what's wrong with letting him settle in a little?
It would drive him insane. So let's keep the session short and the suffering to a minimum.
No.
That wasn't so bad. Stromae really got me worked up, bastard. What? Where did it... Alice?
Mr. Wan, can you hear me?
Chun? Where's Alice?
She left. Mr. Wan, I need you to give me the new security cipher.
What? Why? Why would you need that? This is the trick.
No, it's okay, I promise.
I knew you couldn't be trusted. None of this is real. But you won't break me, WoW. You hear me? You won't break me!
I think we need to build the scene so it's more what he'd expect. As soon as he starts to doubt, we've lost him.
You're right, we need to think this through. We need some more data.
Modules would probably help, but you know, or put him in the beach.
That wasn't so bad. Stromae really got me worked up, bastard. What? How did I get here?
Don't be afraid, Mr. Wan.
Dr. Chun, is that you? What happened? What is this place?
Everything's fine. Theta needs your help. We need the new security cipher.
Dr. Chun? I hear your voice, but there's no one here. There's no one here. It's empty. It's too empty. There's something really wrong with this place. It's not real. This isn't real. I have to get out of here!
Damn.
How many times are we gonna have to do this?
Come on, Simon.
As many as is funny. Okay, clearly we need more data, so... It probably doesn't help that he's one of the people who believed that you need to off yourself. That's probably really not helping. Scan room, beach. I would love to put him inside of the float tank. Like, you know, just actually interrogate the fucker. But, I don't think that's morally sound. Where do I put chip 2 though? What the fuck's chip 2 for? Chip 1 stores all that stuff, but what the fuck does chip 2 store? Okay, so chip 2 is the scan data, and then this one's all the environment data. Alright, well, bro needs environment data or his mind is going to fucking fold in on itself like a pretzel, so... I can't copy any of that to the chip, because all of this has already been copied. So...
Strasky, come in. I need help in the lab.
Yeah, that's fine. My name Deuce. Can't put the thing there. Because that's already all the data I can get from there. There should be additional modules, maybe in someone's room? It seems weird that they would have all that stuff there, since basically everyone lived in the lab, but it's feasible.
I'll just override the lock for you. Maybe we can make the simulation a little smoother.
Origami frog. Nice. Really fucking big, though. Oh yeah, that's kinda... This reminds me, actually. There's one thing I did on my free time, just because I had plenty of free time while I was in the hospital. I picked up origami again. I forgot how good I was. So... I made a couple origami unicorns. Yes, unicorns. Fairchild Award for Advancements in Engineering Youth. Cool. So I made a couple origami unicorns. And gave them to the nurses who I liked. I could finally agree to evacuate Delta, so move to Theta today. Did the ARC scan together with Alice.
Brandon mentions a girl named Alice. They did their scans together.
Alice Coster? We could try to make him think that she's there during the simulation. Might make him talk. Not sure how, though. Keep looking.
Mom told me the hangover, such an asshole. I was fine at first, but got splintering headaches a couple hours later. Biggest pain was when girl, so fucking uncomfortable. At all times, it makes my skin crawl. Drummer went ballistic and shut down future scans for the Ark. Apparently, Cohen wanted continuity and just fried himself right in the pilot seat after the scan. Something tells me we're getting new security ciphers. Move his chair. What's this say?
Brandon, you ready to go? Strohmeyer says it's time to move.
I'm waiting for Stratsky and Alvaro to pack up their stuff. Head downstairs and I'll meet you there.
Don't take too long.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Right behind
I
you.
just heard Alice talking to Brandon on the intercom. Seems like they were getting ready to leave.
You got that from the intercom? Must be a transmission buffer. Hang on. Great, this is exactly what we need. I think we've got this, Simon. I can synthesize Alice's voice from the intercom and use it to impersonate her for the simulation. We can trick him into feeling the same kind.
Great. Definitely feeling good about this.
I didn't know you could data mine. What's it like?
It's just something that I do now.
So it comes naturally to you. Really interesting.
Yeah, I'll make sure to add it to my dating profile.
It comes natural. Does it really? I mean, we technically completely fries who I am for a second. It just embeds in me neurally.
So she'll be with Brandon in the simulation.
Sort of. I'll still need to do the talking, but it'll sound and look like Alice.
Support module. Alice. We're still gonna put this fucker in the void, though, because it's funny.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard.
What a relief that it wasn't so bad.
Alice, what happened to the room?
What do you mean? Nothing's changed. Everything is A-okay.
Why are you acting like this?
I'm normal, like always.
Whoever you are, you better get the fuck out of here.
Please, I'm just trying to find a cipher.
Well, what the hell is this? What have you done to me? What have you done to Alice? If she's hurt, I'll fucking end you!
Does anything carry over?
Also, I got you, puppet.
I mean, could he remember this hell we're putting him through?
Simulation never affects the scan pattern. Each time is a fresh start.
That's a little comforting, I suppose.
Yeah, it means we can torture him for all eternity and he'll never notice the difference.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. Wow. What the hell happened? Where are we?
Behold, the Ark.
We made it?
Nope. That one would have worked. You can't do that.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard.
We gotta make it no.
Now we'd expect, am I right?
Alice, where are we?
We made it. It's the Ark. But I need to ask you something.
What? What's happening?
Tell me the new security cipher. It's important.
You're lying. You're not Alice. What did you do to her? What's going on here? Why are you doing this?
Well, damn.
For God's sake.
He caught on a little quick there, didn't he?
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard.
Well, that's what you get for listening to his stories.
I guess I had it coming.
About Strohmeyer. He said he needed a... Simon, what the hell? We need to do this.
I need to run the fake ones first. I like getting all the data.
That wasn't so bad. Strohmeyer really got me worked up, bastard. Wow. What the hell happened? Where are we?
This? This is the Ark.
We made it? I didn't realize it would work this way.
Just one thing.
What do you mean?
Theta got a new security cipher, remember?
Yeah. The WoW lockout.
Someone messed up. We really need that key.
Wait, this is crazy. You're not Alice.
No. I'm Alice.
No, you're lying. This is a trick.
Mr. Wan, I need you to calm down.
This is fucking cold using Alice like that. Get out of my face.
Please, I really need that cipher.
I'm not giving you anything. Take me back to Theta now. I'm not having any more of your bullshit.
Please let this be over soon.
Nope. There. Alright, well, it's the last
That
one.
wasn't so bad. Stromae really got me worked up, bastard.
Well, that's what you get for
listening to his stories.
I guess I had it
They
coming.
come in.
About Stromae.
They're higher.
He
said we needed a new cipher ASAP.
What should I tell him?
It's alright. I can talk to him.
Wait, didn't Chung just tell you to take it easy? Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell anyone.
I do feel hungover. Okay. It's 1729 over 42, 12 over 407. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry, Mr. Wan. Brandon. Goodbye.
What do you mean? No, wait.
That's enough. We've got what we need.
Is that what we are? Simulations?
Yes.
Yeah, but it shouldn't make any difference. You're still you. I'm not sure what to do with the data. You decide.
So if I shut him down, all of that still happened. And if I erase it... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, that's what they mean. If I shut it down, this still exists, and we can use it later if need be. If I delete it, it's gone. So I'm gonna shut it down because, could be useful. Look, chat, no one ever accused me of being a good person. Pragmatic? Yes. But good? I don't think I've ever really heard that one. Oh well. There if I need it. I get to the done bat, I just gotta do a different thingy first, because I need some juice. I need the slurp juice. Slurp. Ow. Bright. Alright, cool. Probably should have did that the last time I visited this wing. Actually, I think that's why I was going to do it, but then progress happened. Either way. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Trying to remember what I was saying. I feel like I was saying stuff. But yeah, hospital visit. I'm fine now. In a little bit, they're gonna rip out one of my organs.
Just warming up the dump back for us. It's been collecting dust for months, so it might need a minute. That's everything. Let's go ahead and pump.
What do you need me to do?
Head inside the dock. The Omni tool can open the door now. And get into the dump back. Then plug me in, and I'll take us into the abyss.
Sounds easy enough.
But yeah, so they're gonna rip out one of my organs, because it has tried to kill me twice now. And aside from that, things are going to be good. So hopefully, in less than a month, I stop needing to go to the hospital for hopefully multiple years. Addendum, hopefully I don't have a morphine addiction. Because I might. I don't know yet. I don't know how long it would take withdrawal to kick in. I would assume I would know, though. So I don't think I'm addicted. Might be, though. I might have a morphine addiction, chat. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but I assume that I don't. Man, none of this equipment telling me shit. What them deuce? Oh, just max it all out. Well, someone was in the Dunbat. Someone was in the Dunbat and they were not happy. Well, time to hit the old dusty trail. Well, down we go. Oh, hello? Whoa, what? Whoa. Okay, cool. Alright, well, that's a dead end. Failed at acquiring the Dunbat. Okay. Thanks for the achievement, game. Oh, right, he's probably still out and about. My not friend. Well, Chat, I hope you familiarized yourself with the layout of the fucking map thingy. Also, I should probably end stream in like 10-ish minutes because I need to do a lot of my medications, and they're still pretty inconvenient to do at home. Because I have to do injections and shit. And that can take like a few minutes. But generally speaking, this stream's main purpose was to say, I'm back, baby! I'm going to leave that, because I might need it later.
Huh? Wait, this isn't... Oh, no! WoW got to the Dunbat before we did, am I right?
Well, it was talking. That's rarely a good sign.
Damn it. The Dunbat was our best shot. I was really banking on this to work.
Come on, we can't quit now. There's gotta be another way. How do you think you did it? How did the team get the Ark down the Abyss in the first place?
If they didn't use the Dunbat, the only other way would be the climber at Omicron. It's like an elevator which supposedly reaches all the way down into the Abyss.
Okay, so we do that. We go to Omicron and take the elevator.
Yeah, okay. Sure. We'll just head over to Omicron and hope there's a power suit that fits you. You know, so you don't implode while in the abyss.
That does sound useful.
Alright, let's go then. Wait, what is this place? Seems to be a lot of information on the Ark here. There's a prototype and everything.
Okay.
Let's start it up. I want to see how it works. Maybe we can figure out how to get on the Ark.
You didn't know how to get us on?
How difficult could it be?
Memory check. Only 1 petabyte? Yikes. That's not a lot. Ooh, and that's a lot of corrupted data. Oh boy, that's a lot of corrupted fucking data. Well, rigid physics are probably the first thing that we should fix. Then probably fluid and buoyant physics. Let's purge the boat and the river model and Soma hum. Okay, wait, what is this hum? Okay, so we're gonna need rigid physics, probably buoyancy. Fluid physics is a good idea, but yeah. Vegetation, basic. Simulate heat. Interface. Atmosphere. So the Soma requires fluid. Okay, let's run these things as needed. So, gain of forest requires system gain vegetation advanced. And then we need sim requirement type Soma. To run Soma, we need water sim. So we can do module for a river, or we can do the module for a lake, which is a bit cheaper. We can also do sun at noon or full moon. And then let's do the lake sim, because it's easier. We're also going to need mod for dynamic daylight. We're going to need the interface scan and the wooded atmosphere. And then we need soft fluid. Goddamn fluid dynamic physics. Too fucking expensive. Damn it. If only we had more fucking RAM.
You haven't heard of the concept of jinxing, have you?
Sorry, I forgot your people were superstitious.
Your people. Look, it's only 100 years ago. It was yesterday to me.
Wow, that's so cool. It's the whole gang.
A crew photo? Really? Who are you saving this for? The world was dead.
Thanks, Simon. I thought being an asshole wasn't invented until the 22nd century. Now I know better.
Huh. Probably useful. Prep arc with signal transmitter. Power pack. Tool vest. Extra oxygen.
That's Phi, all right. Quick stop at Omicron, then Tau, then Phi.
Let's do it.
For the safety of you and your colleagues. So I should definitely end stream, like, very soon. Nemesis power suit proper usage. Put neoprene suit underneath. Check HPS for any visual damage. Starting with the legs, fix parts onto your harness. Work yourself upward. Lock all pieces together as you go. Let partner help you with the back pieces and torso. We'll then start to equalize pressure. Tap on the oxygen tank. Your suit does not silence. If your suit does not seal itself, flex the shock absorber and try again. If it still won't, do not try to fix it yourself. Contact maintenance. Regular training tips. Do not hold your breath. Do not stay out too long. Do not dive too deep. Do not dive with malfunctioning equipment. Mandatory maintenance checkup before suiting up. Not doing so puts the risk of oxygen poison and pulmonary edema and death. Gauge staff opinion, please fill out a short survey. Recently I decided the ARC project would become Pathos 2 last official commitment. The staff has been urgently carrying their duties. To embark on, every passenger needs to be flushed with electromagnetism using pilot seat. These scan sessions are known to cause nausea and headaches, sometimes lasting 3 days. Strongly agree. ARC is built to Bit Ranger Mark II probe, meaning that it could be shot into space with a mega railgun. Officially meaning thousands of years, we think the Ark should leave Earth behind and be launched into space. Agree. Not strongly, though. Digitalization of humanity is an opportunity that takes a quantum leap in our own evolution. People inside the Ark will be out of necessity be granted from or generated from existing genetic code, but could be altered to allow cosmetic changes, ease aging, and even prevent death. We think there are risks in losing our humanity if we were to rid ourselves of diseases or mortality. Strongly disagree. They're only present to be stored inside the Ark. The way to diversify and expand population would be to introduce artificial intelligences that in every way would appear human. With childlike and naive sensibilities, we could continue to explore the nature of intelligence as we find ways to make them appear smarter in the future. I think even inferior groups of artificial people would benefit our society. True. Ark approval. Strongly agree. Thanks for your participation. This is how your colleagues voted. Gain for gain. Yep. Basically everyone endorsed it. Ethics amongst the stars. For eternity amongst the stars. Yeah, I think I'm the only one who didn't want that. Arc locator. Billet Tau. Documents. Load the bullet. Gotta be a way to load up extra.
Start an arc simulation. I want to see how it works.
Girl, I'm trying, but I don't think we have the equipment to. We need advanced vegetation. Then we need the Soma package, which can use either river for 170 or lake for 160. Wait. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna call stream here, chat. I need to do my drugs. I need to do drugs. So we kill the stream. But I'm back, and I will be doing stuff for the foreseeable future of the week. But for this stream, we end.